Now, I feel like this is something that is very obvious if you read the title, but I feel like we so often forget about the concept of this because games are typically designed around the end game and getting there as fast as possible to be able to enjoy it. And I feel like we have a unique opportunity when it comes to Where Winds Meet because it feels like one of the first games that I've seen in a long time that is designed to be enjoyed not just at the end game portion, but all the way through. So this video will serve as a reminder to you to not rush. Treat this game as a fine wine. You're going to take a sip every time you take a bite of food. You're going to let it marinate. You shouldn't vacuum it down all in one gulp. Just for starters, this game has over 10,000 NPCs in just one region. In this game, there's something called Jianghu friends, also called old friends, that are unique NPCs that have an AI chat function, allowing the player to talk to them freely in a chat window. And these NPCs usually have some sort of issue that'll be introduced once you approach them. If we're able to help them solve it by talking to them, our reputation with them will rise. This also allows you to receive the occasional gift from them. The more Jianghu friends you make, the greater the rewards you'll earn. I've also heard that these NPCs will go about their daily lives. They have different tasks that they'll do, and I really look forward to just walking throughout the cities, especially the one that has those 10,000 NPCs, and just seeing what they do, how they react, taking it all in. I really love it when MMOs have that concept of mystery where you might be able to find some really rare items if you just go out and explore and kind of just go backwards or stand still instead of rushing all the way through. I know one of the biggest highlights about this game is its combat system, but there's a ton of meat and potatoes in between that I feel like we shouldn't let go to waste. The developers have clearly put a lot of work in. Just talking about a few of the mini games, we've got the chess endgame, which is based on Chinese chess, mahjong, traditional Chinese game played with tiles, sumo, which you've probably already seen. It's a tactical mini game where you manage might, guarding wisely, and breaking your opponent's fighting will leads to victory. Pitch pot, which I did see recently, which challenges you to land arrows in a pot while you're drunk. You have to juggle shaky rectiles, time limits, and score boosting combos. You've also got archery competitions, can't wait to try that out. Graceful melody, which is a challenging rhythm game using traditional Chinese instruments. Dance Now, which is a social mini game where players dance together with the performance Dance Now emote. Skyward Grace Waltz, a dancing mini game. Fishing contest, Mario cards. We also have Guess, which is a social trivia mini game where players answer cultural and historical questions about China and the fishery, and there might also be more that I haven't even come across yet. Where Winds Meet also has a multitude of exploration puzzles. You've got the Tai Chi Swirl, Treasure Chest, Universal Harmony, Wild Ghost Ritual Fire, Meow Meow, like all these sound really cool. Hidden Path, Disguise, Nameless Stone Niche, and capturing a horse, which yes, there is a horse taming mechanic, can't wait for that. And to do that, you're just going to sneak up on it. Crouching from behind is probably your best bet. The horse will then take off running and attempt to buck you off. You'll need to watch carefully and hit the corresponding button when it reaches the outer edge of the circle that appears on the screen. You do this until the horse tires out, and then you've earned yourself a new mount. There's also multiple different professions and a crafting system in the game, but first I want to talk about the exploration locations. You've got the outposts, world bosses. I've also heard there's going to be like thousands of points of interest in the game. Boundary stones, divine craft dungeons, sparring, which sounds like dueling, bounties, which I have heard about that too. And if you're a player that likes to commit a lot of crime, if you get arrested and caught, there's a jail system, and there's even a mechanic where you can get transported in a carriage and players or people can throw eggs and stuff at you, which sounds amazingly funny. There's also something called campaigns, bells of peace, landmarks, of course. There's newsboys, which I'm kind of wondering if that means you can become a courier and earn money, wayfarers, which wandering NPCs, and multiple other multiplayer events as well. Also, I see that there might be begging spots, which I will definitely be taking part in, heck yes. There's also a compendium, which there is an achievement system, but separate from that, this compendium seems to be something where you'll need to visit different locations and repeatedly collect items or maybe do a specific number of tasks, and then after that you'll earn rewards like jade coins, which are going to be very important for your character. When it comes to the crafting system, along the way in Where Winds Meet, you're going to find different materials spread throughout the world and also receive them as rewards for some of your actions. These materials can then be used to improve your already acquired equipment or to craft a variety of helpful items. There's also a full-on cooking system. Cooking and Where Winds Meet will offer you cooked meats that can restore HP and meals that buff combat stats for a period of time. Cooking meals require ingredients that are usually found fairly easily throughout your gameplay. Some cooking meals are meat from hunting animals, herbs from gathering flowers and grass, mushrooms, berries, and more. And then of course, alongside the compendium, we also have achievements which are earned through many different actions. Some are combat related, social or role-playing related. Some have to do with mini puzzles and mini games across Jianghu or discovering secrets. Collecting achievements is also going to award you with jade coins, which like I mentioned before, they're going to be very useful for your character. Also, when you're out and about exploring, you'll always want to follow the butterflies because they're typically a guiding feature that'll lead you to a secret or landmark of some kind. They can also be a variety of colors, and the resulting point can vary, but the journey usually ends up with the reward of some experience, a little treasure. It's also mentioned that Where Winds Meet is going to have dynamic events, which I'm super excited to jump into. Another big reason that you should go exploring when it comes to this game is because there is a skill theft system. What it does is it allows you to learn abilities by observing and completing mini-games. This can often unlock powerful abilities that allow progression in the game or give the character a significant boost to your skill points. There are various ways to learn them, such as skill books as a reward for quest lines, but the more important option is skill theft. This allows you to watch someone perform a skill or an ability from a distance and learn it by completing a timed minigame. You can do this while observing certain animals out in the world, people, and also even during boss fights. And one of the most important reasons you should stop, take your time, and just do some exploration, do some chill stuff, is because while exploring Jianghu, you're going to earn exploration experience, and doing this is going to allow you to earn exploration attributes and skills. Exploration skills, for example, like during the Drunken Pitch game, you're going to be able to use Drunken Precision. That allows you to gain the Tipsy effect and allows you to shorten your aim for a small time. This is also a thing for several of the different mini-games and just exploration in general. You can also earn more advanced flying skills while doing this to traverse the land faster, so yet another reason to take part in this stuff. And the last thing is the professions, where you can be a doctor and heal yourselves and others. You can be a merchant to focus on earning gold, a scholar who can focus on arguing cases like for criminals, I believe, an architect who can construct buildings, a bodyguard who can protect other players or NPCs from assassins, and even a ferryman to take passengers on tour of the rivers. There's so much to do and so much to see when it comes to Where Winds Meet that I definitely think that everybody should take some time whenever you have a chance and just take a step back and soak it all in. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm looking forward to jumping in there. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and have a good one.